How much is the ethical will side coming up in conversations?
It's coming up more and more. It's I just did a podcast interview with Scotty McLennan. He's this fascinating guy. He's a Unitarian minister. He's a lawyer. He's a Stanford professor, and he's an author. And just this very, very interesting guy. And he's a university chaplain as well. And he teaches this course at Stanford, modestly called "The Meaning of Life," and must have quite high standards. But it's a very popular course. But he's the guy that talks about ethical wills. And an ethical will, there's your last will and testament, which deals with the material side of things. But the ethical will basically is a letter to your whoever, your heirs or your family or whoever you want to write it to. It comes out of a Jewish tradition, he tells me. And what he does, just for your interest, I can't remember what chapter it is, but Scotty McLennan is his name. And he talks about, he puts his own ethical will in the book, which I thought was very, brave and open of it. It was written to his sons, Will and Dan, and he walks through what he has to say to them. And we had a fascinating conversation, because the question is, what things should you be saying to people while you're alive? What things are saved? He ended up sharing it with his kids beforehand, and his wife chose not to. She wanted it to be a surprise. But so
yeah, he says it's what you most want to be remembered.
What you for. That's right. Yeah. So your question was, how common is that? It's becoming more common. I think what's happening is people are realizing that the money part of things is important. We spend most of our day on the money parts of things, investing and technical planning and so on. But more and more people are realizing that what is left at the end of the day, and what are the things that you want to say, and how is it best to say them.